morning, guys. Just gotta grab a pair of gloves. So while that's filling up, my grandpa's over here with my brother Levi. Looks like they're just staring at the truck, but I think there you go. He's blowing out the radiator, making sure everything stays cool in this heat. It's been pretty toasty out here the last couple days. Yesterday, I think they said the real feel was like 107, so at least we all had AC sitting in the tractor and everything. So that was nice. Otherwise, it'd be pretty rough. So we're pulling up to the farm right now, headed through the woods. We just gotta get across this railroad track real quick, and then we'll be right near the tractor. Looks clear this way, clear this way. I don't necessarily feel like getting hit by a train today. So this field right here in front of me has been planted, and my dad actually got the planter all filled up with seed yesterday. So I'm just gonna park this right here, I think, and yeah, get to planting. Grab my cooler, and let's get this tractor fired up. Oh, look. 3/4. Got the AC cranking. Yes, sir. Doesn't look like we have anything coming up yet. It's kind of hard to tell though with all this wheat stubble. So, but apparently it doesn't take very long for it to come out of the ground. My dad said something like 3 or 4 days. So, let's see, that was 2 days ago, I guess now. So we should be good to go. We made it. It's about a 40-acre field. Looks like the combine's still sitting over there. Let's see if I can't find a flat spot over here to get the planter unfolded. Maybe stop over there and see what they're waiting on. And I guess we'll figure out the game plan for what we're gonna do here today. This spot right here doesn't look too bad, so I think I might just stop somewhere about here. Have enough room so I'm not over in the road. Put it in neutral, that way when this has to roll forward or backwards, it's not getting a jam and tearing up the ground. I just have to remember how to do this. I haven't done it in quite a while. Last time I unfolded it was actually during wheat planting last November, so we'll see how this goes. Well, it wasn't too bad. Let's see what's happening over here. It also looks like there's a tad bit of chocolate in the seat. At least I'm pretty sure it's chocolate. What? Yeah, it's right there. What are y'all working on?
One of the teeth missing.
In the middle?
No, right here. The missing one we see.
Oh.
But we didn't want to repair it because we don't have one.
Okay. It's not that big of a deal, probably. Did you fix the guards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
A couple broken right there. Not that big a deal, though.
Still cuts.
Still cuts. So apparently yesterday, we had a hydraulic leak underneath the head, and they just checked the hydraulic little sight glass in there to see how much hydraulic fluid we have, hydraulic oil. And it is not, it smells terrible in here. Anyway, apparently it's not in the sight glass at all.
No.
This one? Doesn't it smell terrible in here?
Sounds like dead groundhogs.
Heard it from the man, dead groundhogs.
Alright, watch your sight glass.
Alright, about halfway?
Yeah, what is it?
Not yet. It's not halfway yet. I just want to make sure.
Coming up in it?
Yeah, it's at right at the bottom right now. About a quarter.
Huh?
It's at a quarter right now. That's probably good. Job well done, huh? Yeah? Yep. Probably should go unroll the tarp. I'm gonna use the radio real quick and ask if I should start planting yet. Is it fine if I plant it and Levi runs over it?
Yeah, I guess. That's nothing too bad. I mean, as long as he runs a different spot every time.
Yeah. I mean, if he yields 100, he should only have to come out of there like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the plan, is go plant it, He'll only have to run over here a few times. There's actually a road that comes right down the middle, so it's pretty hard anyway. Got it? You want me to do it? You're gonna break your wrist off.
I don't like this tarp. Sure.
This will leave it hanging, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Got the tarp all done. Levi's heading back. I think they're about to get started. I might just start over here. That way, stay out of their way. And then I'll plant 3 rounds around this whole field. Should only take about 3.5 hours, I'm hoping. I've been getting done a little bit more than 10 acres an hour, so it's not too bad. I've been keeping pace with the combine at least. First off though, gotta turn on the variable rate. Then we'll click on both of these vacuums right here. Shut those, make sure they're out of the way. This one doesn't have a door because it's plenty out of the way of my arms. Spin the discs until some seeds come out. Definitely some coming out now. Already got it beeping at me. So I just went down off this hill over here and all of a sudden it's like 1 through 24 planting. I'm like, what do you mean 1 through 24? That's all the rows. And then the vacuum's way down here. I look back and there's like a tree right where all the vacuum stuff is. So I'm hoping like a hole didn't come in something or whatever, but I'm gonna go look at it. I don't know. I don't see anything. Can't really tell what's going on. All the hydraulic hoses look like they're hooked up, except for this one, of course, and this one. Those work the marker arms that we do not need, and it doesn't even have an extra set of hydraulic, fittings to plug it in. I'm gonna see if I can't restart the planter and maybe get something to work. Wait a second for everything to warm up. I'm gonna see if I can't fire everything back up here in a second. Spin the disc, get everything reloaded. Hopefully it was just a fluke. What are you doing in here? Who said you could come enjoy the AC? Not me. 103, that's crazy. 102. Hopefully we see some seeds coming out. I'm gonna have to clean out that coulter right there. Chock full of stuff. We've actually got a couple that look like this. See, it still spins and everything when it's got all that junk back there. It probably makes it harder to spin. Yeah, see, it's definitely got some friction. It doesn't spin quite like that one. Someone's been running up in the trees. I think everything else is looking good. Built-in sink. Or should I say faucet? It's probably more of a faucet. A sink, I guess, is where the water goes into and drains. Faucet is where the water runs out. Yes. Take 2. Don't know what you would call that maneuver, but they were trying to get fully turned around. And no wave. I think we're gonna head over there and try to see if we can do the first 3 outside rounds. But before we do that, I'm just gonna double check the seed depth. Make sure it's going in good with all this weed stubble and everything. Gotta grab our handy dandy, there you go. Handy dandy seed depth tool. So we're just gonna find a row. Doesn't really matter which one. Really, you can check a couple if you want, but basically you just want to try not to dig aggressively like me. It's okay to dig a little bit aggressively until you get to where you're supposed to be at. It's fine art. Sometimes I lose the seed. There we go. It looks like it's about almost 2 inches deep, which seems a little deep. But also it's hard to tell with the sides being like this. There's a lot of extra stuff laying on the ground. That's where my grandpa had it set, so pretty sure it's looking good for now. Planter's still looking good. I think there's another one of these discs. They got some wheat stubble stuck in it, so, and mainly dirt, really. I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and then I think I'm gonna see if I can't put this drone up in the air. My dad actually just got it today, so hopefully we can get it to work. I don't have very much signal here, and I've got to register the drone, so I'm trying to find a spot with a little bit of signal just so I can get the drone up in the air. So hopefully you guys will get to enjoy some drone footage after lunch. So I just landed the drone. As you could tell, I said perfect landing. I had a little bit of a close call when I first started flying it. I was recording the train and the mountains and everything over top of the railroad track, and all of a sudden my phone says temperature. iPhone needs to cool down, and the only button it has is emergency. So I'm like, okay, push emergency, and the only thing you can do, of course, is like emergency phone call. So basically, I was like, I'm out of luck. So I ripped off my phone case, I stuck my iPhone in basically the AC vent. Sorry, I'm trying to get around a power pole. There's like 6 of them in this field. Anyway, I'm like praying, and I'm like, just basically, please don't let it fall out of the sky. So as I'm doing that, I look down at my phone and it cools back off. Then I'm like, okay, so I plug it up real quick because I still don't know if it fell out of the sky immediately or if it's still up there or what. So I plug it up. I'm like, and this is a brand new drone, so I'm kind of panicking slightly. So I plug it back up and it's still in the air, and I just immediately fly it back to the truck and land it, and I'm like, phew. And yeah, and went immediately back to flying it again, of course, but it was a close call, that's for sure. But anyway, we've got a few more passes left in this field. We've got 2.6 acres left, but anyway, once we finish this, we've got a muddy crossing we've got to go down, and I'm probably gonna do a few acres of that field, fill this up with fuel because we're getting a little low, but not crazy low, and that might be it for the day. On to field 9, which is technically our 3rd field of the day. So on our second round of this field over here, it's about 15 acres. The one we had to go through all those mud holes, going at about 50 miles an hour or whatever that was. I was cooking pretty good in this tractor. But anyway, I gotta go get some fuel, and I think that's gonna be pretty much it for the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the drone shots. Almost had a catastrophe. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.